The mirror principle is a potent concept that can entirely transform our lives. This principle doesn't necessitate a particular method or action plan. It's about becoming the person you aspire to be. For instance, if you aim to be a millionaire, you must first internalize this wealth before it can manifest externally. Otherwise, you'll continue to shift from one situation to another, thinking that you're the issue. The primary lesson of this principle is that without internal change, there can be no external change. This concept is at the heart of the mirror principle. If you master it, everything you engage with will flourish. However, this requires facing your fears and reflections, which may not always be pleasant. If you're genuinely prepared for significant change, this video is for you. In this video, we'll also introduce a vital exercise that I still utilize today. So, let's explore this principle and how it can really transform your life. Reality acts as a mirror, reflecting your relationship with yourself, the world, and reality, your inner and outer worlds. What does this imply? Let's revisit the millionaire example. If you believe you're incapable or inept at generating wealth, then reality's mirror will reflect it. Oh, that's your belief. So be it. Here's more evidence of why you're not capable of making money. Consequently, life will present more situations that confirm your belief and the claim you're making. Remember this key concept. Our external world is simply a mirrored reflection of our internal world. In simpler terms, what you perceive externally is a projection of your internal state. Observing the fast-paced, technology-driven world we live in, it's evident that many are engrossed in the whirlwind of their external environment, distancing themselves from their inner wisdom or essence. It's time to revisit the 4 fundamental keys that will help you mold your reality according to your desires. Studying the law of attraction, we often come across the notion that reality is a mirrored reflection, which we aim to manipulate. The first essential key to understanding this reflection principle is acknowledging that it mirrors 2 elements: your relationship with yourself and your connection with the world. Essentially, your external reality is a projection of your self-perception and worldview. If your self-view is negative, such as considering yourself insufficient, the mirror of reality will simply echo this belief. You might tell yourself, "I'm not good enough. I can't do this because I'm not worthy." And the mirror will respond with evidence supporting your self-deprecating belief. The reflection is based on the messages you communicate to the mirror of reality. In essence, the mirror of reality acts like a faithful ally, always ready to affirm your beliefs. Therefore, instead of attempting to alter the reflected image directly, we should strive to change the image we project onto the mirror. Clarifying specific actions and highlighting possible negative outcomes can make a person more open to your influence. Therefore, our goal is to subtly shape our environment. The mirror of reality simply magnifies your words and will continually reflect your self-perceptions, identity, and perspective. Understanding this concept is crucial. Now, the query arises: how can this be altered? How can one disrupt this cycle and consciously select what they desire? You need to fashion your own identity and perspective of the world, your paradigm. To illustrate this, let's walk through an example of how to create your identity. Firstly, it's crucial to define your long-term desires. For instance, a vision for the next 10 years. What daily activities do you envision? What possessions make your life a continuous exploration? Reflect on your current self, your qualities and traits, especially when you are accomplishing and experiencing all these things. This is fundamental. Next, contemplate your worldview. Ask yourself, how do you interpret the world when living this reality? And how does the world appear to you during these experiences? Then take some time to formulate impactful affirmations. Begin with identity affirmations, like "I am valuable" or "I am an abundance magnet." Then, generate affirmations linked to your worldview, such as, "The world works in my favor," or "Everything unfolds in perfect timing and according to divine timing." Commit to reciting and internalizing these affirmations daily and be ready to observe a remarkable transformation. Your perceived reality and your worldview will start to shift. Even if your desires seem unreachable today, it doesn't imply they will remain so tomorrow. The power to completely revolutionize your life lies within you. Now, let's move on to the second key point. It's important to understand that the reflection we see in our material world forms with a certain delay. Why is this? In our inner world, we can create an image instantly just by closing our eyes and visualizing what we want. That's how it works in this dimension. However, in the third dimension, the physical one, things take time to manifest due to the inherent nature of matter. Matter is dense and cannot defy the laws of nature to manifest everything instantly. This leads us to the next key point. You must hold on to the belief you have established long enough for your desire to manifest. This means that you must remain faithful to the identity and worldview you have created until your goal reveals itself. Start by adopting the identity of someone who already is what you aspire to be. Ask yourself how that person would act and hold on to that identity for a sufficient period. An interesting phenomenon occurs when people start to experience this. They realize that their lives have ups and downs. They establish a belief, an identity, expecting their goal to come true, but the result doesn't appear immediately. Then, their mood begins to decline along with the belief. However, once your mood reaches its lowest point, suddenly its manifestation reveals itself. But when it manifests, it begins to reflect your previous negative attitude with a certain delay. Then, what manifests begins to deteriorate again because it is simply reflecting how you feel. In this way, a kind of wave emerges, a cycle that occurs in your life and you can't escape it. You experience ups and downs and there's no avoiding them. The key is to always remain loyal to the identity and worldview you have created, as this is the most effective way to promote significant changes in your life. Let's move on to the next key point, which I find profoundly impactful and which I practice on a daily basis. Your dissatisfaction with certain aspects of life, such as bills or your job, can often lead to more of the same. This is because your negative focus tends to attract more of what you don't want. For instance, if you constantly complain about your bills, you may find yourself with even more bills. Similarly, if you express hatred for your job, you may encounter more situations that increase your dissatisfaction at work. This cycle is a reflection of your mindset. If you focus on scarcity and lack, you will continue to see more of it in your life, reinforcing your worldview. This is the fundamental difference between a scarcity mentality and an abundance mentality. The latter views the glass as half full rather than half empty. To apply this in your life, you need to shift your focus to what you want and appreciate what you already have. To make any change, you need to concentrate on your current blessings. Consider all the progress you've made, your beautiful family, and the things you desire in your life. Ask yourself, what do I want? What would make my life a journey of discovery? Even if your vision is vague, as long as you're focused on what you want, you start to close the gap between your current life and your desired life. This is because you'll begin to push the boundaries of your comfort zone. This brings us to the next point, the mirror cycle. Understanding and manipulating this cycle can change everything. It can eliminate uncertainty and allow you to see reality changing before your eyes. It all starts with recognizing your past attitudes and complaints, the bad things that happened, or the unconscious choices you made. This is the present moment, when you're faced with bills to pay and a job you may not like. But remember, you have the power to change your focus and, in turn, your reality. Even when your world seems to be falling apart, You may find yourself focusing only on the things that confirm your worldview and identity. The idea is to persist in this focus, and over time, it can evolve into something beyond your wildest dreams. By applying these principles, your life can undergo a complete transformation. I can attest to this because I've applied these principles and seen the results firsthand. At the start of my spiritual journey, I dismissed these ideas as nonsense. However, when I saw the results, I was astounded. The things I desired began to manifest, even exceeding my expectations. As we delve deeper into the mirror of reality, we uncover an inner power that we often overlook. What we perceive around us is merely a reflection of our beliefs, identity, and worldview. The secret to transformation lies not just in observing reality, but in actively shaping our destiny according to who we want to be and what we want to achieve. As we form this new image, the mirror of reality responds with subtle changes, gradually transforming itself. The mirror of reality is limitless. It only responds to what we present to it. Just like an alchemist turning lead into gold, we can transform our lives by adopting an abundance mindset, focusing on what we have and what we desire. Our journey through the mirror of reality is a quest for self-truth and a celebration of our capacity to create, innovate, and transcend. I hope this knowledge serves as a guiding light on your life's journey, helping you manifest your dream reality. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. If this message resonates with you, I encourage you to like and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others who might benefit from it. And don't forget to leave a comment below sharing your thoughts, reflections, and experiences. Thank you again for watching and joining me. Take care and see you soon.